Palms together. Close your eyes. सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा। गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं चिदाभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा। जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा। Now Guru Stotram, page number 87. अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्ना विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्यः शाश्वतः शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Today we will stop here. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। Next we will do Gita Dhyanam. Oh, page number 157. Okay. Om Parthaya प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वो उपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम Children, are you seeing my screen? Okay. We will chant Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः सांख्ययोगः संजय उवाच. We will chant together today and we will learn next two shlokas, 16th and 17th today. Okay? First 15 we will chant together. Here look at the text. Tam tatha कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः. श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. अर्जुन उवाच कथं भीष्ममहं संख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदन ईशुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हा वरिसूदन. गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्षमपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान् न चैतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयः यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः देव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम् न हि प्रपश्यामि मम यच्छोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमावसपत्नमृद्धम् राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्। संजय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दम् उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः। तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासूनगतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः। न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम्। देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति। मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः आगमापायिनो नित्याः तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत। यं हि न व्यथयन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ समदुःखसुखं धीरं सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते। Wait, repeat after me. नासतो विद्यते भावः नासतो विद्यते भावः नाभावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः
विद्यते सतः।
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः We will do it again. नासतो विद्यते भावः
नासतो विद्यते भावः
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 नाभावो विद्यते सतः
नाभावो विद्यते सतः।
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः
दृष्टोऽन्तः
उभयोरपि
दृष्टोऽन्तः
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः
त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः अविनाशितु
अविनाशितु
तद्विद्धि
तद्विद्धि
येन सर्वमिदं ततं
येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशमव्य
यस्यास्य विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति ओम हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम now Hanuman Chalisa. Very good. Today we will do till 30. Okay. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुर सुधारी बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फल चारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहुँ लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कांचन वरण विराज सुबेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि समुभाए सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहीसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कभी कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अग्रज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे हेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत
आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरण, तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। जय हनुमान, जय श्री राम।
जय श्री राम की
जय। पेज नंबर 131। राम हरे कृष्ण हरे, तव नाम वदामि सदा नृहरे।
तव नाम
वदामि सदा नृहरे। नाम स्मरणादन्योपायं, नहि पश्यामो भवतरणे। धन्योपायं, नहि पश्यामो भवतरणे। वेदोद्धार विचारमते, सोमकदानव संहरणे। वेदोद्धार विचारमते, सोमकदानव संहरणे। मीनाकार शरीर नमो, हर भक्तं ते परिपालय माम्। मीनाकार शरीर नमो, हर भक्तं ते परिपालय माम्। मंथानाचलधारण हेतो, देवासुर परिपालन भो। मंथानाचलधारण हेतो, देवासुर परिपालन भो। कूर्माकार शरीर नमो, हर भक्तं ते परिपालय माम्। कूर्माकार शरीर नमो, हर भक्तं ते परिपालय माम्। भूचोरकहर पुण्यदमूर्ते, भूचोरकहर पुण्यदमूर्ते। क्रोडोद्धृत भूदेश हरे, क्रोडोद्धृत भूदेश हरे। क्रोधाकार शरीर नमो, क्रोधाकार शरीर नमो। हर भक्तं ते परिपालय माम्। In the third sloka, in the first one, we learnt about the Matsya avatar, Meenakara Sharira Namo. In the next one, during the Samudra Manthan, Kshirosagar Mathana, Lord Vishnu had taken the avatar of Kurmakara, like the tortoise, right? Now in the third sloka, they are saying Bhuchoraka, the one who wanted to steal the earth. For him, he had taken the avatar of Varaha Avatara and he lifted the earth up. That is Krodhakara Sharira Namo Hari Bhaktam Te Paripalayamam. Okay? So we have covered 3 avatars: Meenakara, Kurma Avatara and Varaha Avatara, Krodhakara. Okay. We will do single task Ganapati. We have 6 more minutes. Okay? I think all the kids know this bhajan. Okay, repeat after me. Single task Ganapati Ekadanta.
Single task Ganapati Ekadanta.
Big belly Ganapati Lambodara.
Big belly Ganapati Lambodara.
Remover of obstacles Vignanashaka.
Remover of obstacles Vignanashaka.
Supreme Lord my Vinayaka.
Supreme Lord my Vinayaka.
Manika, you can act also. Lord of all spirits Gananayaka.
Lord of all spirits Gananayaka.
Elephant faced God Gajanana.
Elephant face God Gajanana.
Bent trunk Ganapati Vakratunda.
Bentran Ganapati Vakratunda. Son of Parvati Umasuta. Son of Parvati Umasuta.
Ekadanta Lambodara Vignanashaka Vinayaka Gananayaka Gajanana Vakratunda O Umasuta Vakratunda O
Umasuta.
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 Page number 73. Ambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Okay. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Tripurambam Bhajami Sharadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Tripurambam Bhajami Sharadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami
Sharadambam Bhajami. Tripurambam Bhajami. Amba Bhajami. Shagadamba Bhajami.
Okay. Kids, repeat after me. We'll do one more time. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Tripurambam Bhajami Sharadambam Bhajami.
Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami.
Tripurambam Bhajami Sharadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Ambam Bhajami Jagadambam Bhajami. Jagadambam Bhajami.
Jagadambam Bhajami.
Jagadambam Bhajami.
Jagadambam Bhajami.
Here only we have 4 words. Ambam Bhajami, Jagadambam Bhajami, Tripurambam Bhajami, Sharadambam Bhajami. All the forms of goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi or Durga. Okay. We will re-log in for the story. We will do the calendar again. Okay. I will tell the story. before telling the story, we will do the calendar. Yeah, we have different story from Ramayana. We have small stories. We will cover those. Then we will go to the Ramayana. Yes. We are in the month of Shravana Masam. Yes, Shravana Masam. Today's Tithi is Chaturdasi. So, first we will learn about the Shukla Paksha Chaturdasi. Today we will learn the significance of Shravana Masam. Shravana Masam is considered as the auspicious one of the auspicious months, because in the whole month all the days are considered auspicious. See, right from Panchami. In Shravana Masam, actually the name is derived from the Nakshatra Shravana. We have a nakshatra called Shravana. Do you know? So Shravana Nakshatram is said to be very auspicious. Lord Vishnu had taken birth on this star. Okay? And it is also said that Lord Govinda, he stepped into Tirumala, means Venkateshwara. He stepped into Tirumala on this nakshatra in search of Mahalakshmi. So that is one more reason. And Shravana means listening. Listening is of many types, but listening with single pointed focus, okay, with pure attention. Shravana matrena jnanam bhavati means by listening with attention we attain the knowledge. So in olden days there was no YouTube, like there were no mobile phones. So there were no scriptures available like this. Very few people were holding the scriptures. So that's why in the monsoon time, the sannyasis or yogis, they do Chaturmasa Vrata and they will sit at one place for 4 months. So they were taking the advantages of the yogis and listening to the scriptures like Bhagavata Puranam or Ramayana, whatever, the normal people. Why Shravana is important? Now we feel like no need to listen, but even the ABCDs also we learn through listening only, right? Now we can read, but through listening only we attain the knowledge. So that's why Shravanam is very, very important. So in olden days, Shravana Purnima is also called as, now also we celebrate Shravana Purnima as Jandyala Purnima also. The married man who wears the Yagnopavita, they change Yagnopavita on this Paurnami, and we celebrate Raksha Bandhan also on this Paurnami. So we are going to celebrate Raksha Bandhan tomorrow, right? We have a small story on Raksha Bandhan, how this tradition started. In olden days, we know King Bali. Who is King Bali? He is the grandson of King Prahlada, who was a demon. And we have done this story in Ramayana also, when Lord Vishnu had taken the Vaman avatar and pushed Bali to the Netherlands. Bali was the king of Patal Lok. And he prayed to Lord Vishnu that he wanted to be with him. So the compassionate Lord agreed. He was pleased with the bhakti of Bali Maharaj, and he went down, and how he was protecting Bali, you know, he took the form of a doorkeeper, bodyguard. Like he was standing at the door of Bali's palace. So Lord Vishnu disguised himself as the doorkeeper and he was there only. But Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi, she is there in Vaikuntha Dham and she was missing him badly. So then she realized Lord Vishnu had taken the form of a doorkeeper and he was in Patal Lok. She also came in disguise and she took the form of a Brahmin woman and she was seeking the help of Lord Bali, King Bali. she said that my husband went to outstation for a few days, so I want to be in your palace for a while. Then Bali agreed. As soon as Lakshmi entered into Bali's palace, his prosperity grew. The kingdom was flourishing, and the kingdom is full of harvest, wealth, everything. Bali is flourishing. Then one day, on this day, on Shravana Purnima, Lakshmi tied a color cotton thread on the wrist of Lord King Bali. Then Bali accepted, and he felt like as if his sister had tied a bond, as tied the, it's not at that time it was not called Rakhi. She tied the thread, no. Then he asked, what do you want as the return gift? Then she asked, I want my husband back. What? Your husband was away, right? He asked. No. Who is staying at your door is my husband. Then he realized, then both Vishnu and Lakshmi, they revealed their true forms. Then then King Bali also accepted as her wish, because he accepted her as his sister and said they can go to Vaikuntha Dham, but he requested them they should make frequent visits to Patal Lok. So Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi visits Patal Lok often to Bali. Okay, so that was the first time Lakshmi ji tied the thread to Bali. And it is said that Satvika, so it is always believed that the sisters tie the Rakhi to the brothers and wishing the welfare of their brothers, and even the brothers also wish the welfare of the sisters, and they give the return gifts. So this time, as we are following social distancing, you call your sisters or sisters call your brothers and wish them good luck. Okay? Okay. So this is the story behind Rakhi. Raksha Bandhan. Raksha is protection. So boys, the brothers always want to protect their sisters. It's not only like if you have a sibling only, it doesn't mean that you have to think she is only your sister. You can, if you feel your friends or your friends' sisters also your sisters, you can say, you can bless them and you can wish them. Okay? Okay. In the month of Shravana Masa, we have many festivals. Right from Garuda Panchami. In the Sukla Paksha, we have Panchami Tithi, 5th Tithi is considered as Garuda Panchami, and Garuda he has a story. Garuda was striving hard. He worked hard to release. His mother was under the slavery. So he released her mother from slavery. So on Panchami Tithi, so that's why we celebrate Garuda Panchami, and Garuda became the vehicle of Lord Vishnu on that day. Okay, so we covered Panchami, and then Paurnami, and even the Samudra Manthan also happened in Shravana Masa, it is believed. So that's why, and Lord Shiva swallowed the poison, hala, right? So that's why out of gratitude we do abhishekas and puja with milk and water, with Ganga water to Lord Shiva on this day, on the every Monday of Shravana Masam. Okay, so Lord Vishnu is born in the Tithi, and in Krishna Paksha Ashtami, Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna has taken the birth. So we are going to celebrate that also in Shravana Masam only. See how many festivals we have. Today is Friendship Day, and on the Panchami we celebrated Garuda Panchami, and Paurnami, Rakhi Paurnami, and Krishnashtami, and the Independence Day. How many festivals we are celebrating? And I forgot, Varalakshmi Vratam is the main festival for all the married women. They wish long life of their husbands and they celebrate the goddess Lakshmi. They worship goddess Lakshmi, Varalakshmi. On all the 4 Fridays in Shravana Masam, they do puja to Lakshmi. So our Lord Vishnu is worshipped, Lakshmi is worshipped, and Lord Shiva is worshipped in the month of Shravana. Okay? Now we will enter into Ramayana. Okay? So where were we in Ramayana? Gautama Muni Ashrama, and they bid farewell after spending some time in Gautama Muni's ashrama. Ram, Lakshmana, Vishwamitra and his group of rishis, they entered into the Mithila. So yeah, Ahalya also. No, Ahalya and Gautama Muni, they were reunited and they stayed in their ashram. After liberating Ahalya, they moved to Mithila. So as soon as Vishwamitra ji entered into Mithila, Raja Janak, the king of Mithila, the king Janaka, came to know that Vishwamitra is arrived. So he came with his royal priest and army to welcome Vishwamitra, Ram, Lakshmana and his group. So who is the royal priest of Raja Janak? Shatananda. And after welcoming Vishwamitra ji, they offered him a seat, and all the ministers of Janaka and rishis along with Vishwamitra, they all sat down. And they saw Ram and Lakshmana also. Then Vishwamitra started narrating right from the incidents happened in Siddhashrama where Maricha and Subahu were killed. And then they entered into Vishala Nagara, and then they entered into Gautama Muni's ashrama. How the liberation of Ahalya happened, he explained. After listening to this incident, one sage was feeling very, very happy. He was delighted. Who was he? Shatananda. Because Shatananda is the elder son of Gautama Muni and Ahalya. He was extremely happy, and he was asking Vishwamitra whether he told the complete story, how Indra cheated Ahalya, how he came in disguise. Right from the story, did you explain everything to Rama, and did he really liberate my mother? And Mama Mata Yashaswini, he was telling, because his mother was doing great penance, she should be remembered for her greatness only, not for her mistake, because she had performed severe penance from many years. And Shatananda was extremely happy because his mother and father were reunited again, and he was praising Lord Rama. He was praising the Rama. Then Vishwamitra said that, yes, I have told everything, no hiding facts. Remember, nobody is hiding facts here. Even Shatananda did not want to hide, and even Vishwamitra did not want to hide. He told everything. So that's why Ramayana teaches us to talk truth always. Now, out of happiness, Shatananda wanted to, he was telling to Ram and Lakshmana, you boys are blessed to have a guru like Vishwamitra. He is no ordinary person. As you all know that he is a mentor or your guru, you know. But the life before that, I know. And I will explain the journey from a king to the Brahmarshi Vishwamitra. Earlier, long ago, there was a king called Kusha. Kusha had 4 sons. One of them was Kushanabha. Kushanabha had a son called Gadhi. And Gadhi had a son called Vishwamitra. At that time, his name was not Vishwamitra. His name was Kaushika. So after Gadhi, Kaushika was ruling the kingdom. He was ruling it very righteously, and all his people are very happy. One day he went on a tour around the globe. At that time, he went with the army of one Akshauhini. We learned in Bhagavad Gita first chapter what is one Akshauhini. One Akshauhini means 21,870 elephants, 21,870 chariots, and 65,610 horses, 1,09,350 foot soldiers. This was the army he was going with. After crossing so many rivers, cities and all, he came across a hermitage, which is Vasishta's hermitage. You know who is Vasishta? The royal priest of Lord Dasharatha, King Dasharatha. So, Vasishta was a Brahmarshi, the highest rank of sages. And in his ashrama, many rishis were doing penance, and so many birds, so many wild animals, they were happily roaming around, and his ashrama was very, very beautiful. Then King Kaushika entered into the ashrama and he bowed to the sage. After a while, they greeted each other, they discussed about how the kingdom is and how he conquered the enemies. After a while, Kaushika wanted to leave, but Vasishta insisted that he wanted to host him. He wanted to serve him and his army. Then Kaushika was puzzled. Can he serve? Can a hermit serve all these people? Do you think? He also thought that no, it's okay. As you offered me water and gave me some fruits, it is okay. Then he said, no, you have to stay here and take our hospitality. Please accept our hospitality and have the food. Then immediately he summoned Sabala. Who is Sabala? She is the daughter of Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu, she creates at our will. Whatever you wish, she will create immediately. So then he called out Sabala and said, we have our royal guests here, so please serve what they wish. So then heaps of rice, sweets, honey, curd, milk, everything was prepared in a fraction of seconds. They were all shocked, and the food is served in silver cups and glasses. The food is overflowed in the cups and plates. The army was very, very happy, and they had enough. They had eaten more than enough. And then Vishwamitra was also very pleased with Sabala. Because of Sabala, Vasishta could host them, right? Then he requested, as I am the king, I want to have Sabala with me. Then Vasishta, he nicely rejected. He said, I cannot give Sabala because I am completely dependent on her, and she is the main reason for all my sacrificial rituals keep running, because she helps me in all the sacrificial rituals. So then Vishwamitra got little angry, and then he said, if you can't give, I will take with my force. I will use my power and take her. Then he commanded his army. They came and they tied a rope around her neck. She shook her body and she cried out loud. Many great warriors came out of her body, and they all fought with the Vishwamitra's army. Then Vishwamitra's army turned into ashes. Then Vishwamitra was feeling helpless, and he felt humiliated. I was defeated in front of a hermit. So he left and he left to Himalayas, and he was doing severe penance. And Lord Shiva appeared, and he asked, What do you want, Kaushika? He asked. I want to achieve Dhanurveda, Shastras, Astras, all the weapons, all the powerful weapons I want. Then what did Lord Shiva said? Tathastu. He got all the weapons. Now he came in rage and he wanted to take revenge on Vasishta Muni. He went in and stood in front of the ashram and he was releasing the arrows. Now this time the arrows were very powerful. They set out fire. The ashrama was burning and around the forest around it is also started burning. The rishis were running here and there. But Vasishta, he came with his Brahmadand, one holy stick he had. He stood before. He was not moving here and there. He was just standing and asked Vishwamitra to release more and more arrows. Now he was releasing the powerful arrows. Even the powerful Brahmastra also he released, but everything is the Brahmastra swallowed. So now again he felt humiliated. Vishwamitra is very unhappy. What is this? What is the energy Vasishta is having? The inner energy is superior to my external power. So I want to become like Vasishta. So again he went back and he was doing the tapasya. Severe penance he was performing. Now Lord Brahma appeared and said, I am giving you a rank of Rajarshi. Please accept. What? I don't want Rajarshi. I want to become Brahmarshi like Vasishta. Then Brahmaji left. After a while, Devta sent a celestial lady called Menaka. She was very, very beautiful and a beautiful dancer. She was dancing before Vishwamitra, where Vishwamitra was doing his tapasya. He opened his eyes and he was thrilled at her beauty, and he invited her and asked her to stay with him. They lived together for almost 10 years. Vishwamitra forgot about his penance and they had a child also. They had a baby called Shakuntala. Suddenly he realized, what am I doing? My desires are controlling me. I am doing tapasya to become Brahmarshi. So again he started severe penance. He was not having food, water, nothing. Then all the gods were in panic. Then they sent one more lady called Rambha. Now his senses are under control. Now he reached a state that he didn't even open his eyes. As Rambha is disturbing him, he just cursed her. Then again he thought, what am I doing? I have achieved everything, I am progressing, but still I could not control my anger. So I should not get anger. Then he started doing penance more. He was doing it in a severe way. Even the smoke is coming out from his head, it seems. Yeah, the universe is trembled. Then Brahmaji came and said, you attained the state of Brahmarshi. Now you are equal to Vasishta. Then gods informed Vasishta that Vishwamitra is entitled as Brahmarshi. Then he realized after becoming Brahmarshi, then when he thought why he started all this, the reasons seemed to be very silly. Right? He wanted to take revenge on Vasishta, who was very noble. That was wrong, right? Now he realized how silly he behaved. But after becoming Brahmarshi, he did not curse anybody. He is completely changed. And now Vasishta and Vishwamitra became good friends again. When Vishwamitra came to Dasharatha to ask for Rama, Vasishta says, nobody knew Vishwamitra as I knew. Right? He knew how he became Brahmarshi. So by saying this, Shatananda ended the story. Then Raja Janak was extremely happy and they were feeling very, very happy to meet such a sage. And it was the time to stop. I mean, the sun was setting, so they wanted to go and offer their prayers. So they called off for the day. Next day, Vishwamitra will talk about Ram and Lakshmana to Raja Janak. We will see it in the next class. Now it's morals time. Never get angry. Okay. Again.
Don't be greedy.
Greedy means?
Kaushika asked for
Yeah. Sabala.
all the Asuras.
See, once
All the Asuras
to destroy. And once he became Brahmarshi, he is called Vishwamitra. Till then he was called Kaushika only. Vishwamitra is Vishwa is universe. Mitra is a friend. The friend of the universe is his name. And never do prayers or never ask God for destroying others. Right? It doesn't. Satvika, Manvika, video, you stop the video. You have to get on your own. You should not grab from anybody. Right? Then
Be happy with what you have.
be happy with what you have. And when somebody comes your home, feed them with love. Like Vasishta fed. Right?
Don't be angry on others.
Never underestimate the power of a noble sage.
Don't forget what you're doing.
Yeah, don't forget what you are doing, because he forgot and he came under the influence of Menaka. He wasted for 10 years. He wasted 10 years.
He will achieve recognition.
Yeah, correct. Okay. I will send the quiz questions at 6 o'clock and listen to the story again. I will post the video. And happy Rakhi Purnami to all. Okay, we will close the class. Close your eyes. Palms together.
Can you send a message to my mom?
ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Pledge. We serve as an army. We stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. We serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and false values, within and without us. We live honestly the noble life of sacrifice and service. producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. We seek the Lord's grace to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. May Thy grace and blessings flow through us to the world around us. We believe that the service of our country is the service of the Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is devotion to the Supreme Self. We know our responsibilities. Give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om children. Thank you all.